Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Hope you're doing well. Well, it's probably already out for you, but for me it's the first day of the anniversary challenges. So we are going to go ahead and start working on some of those challenges. I was already at Bear Lake, so let's go ahead and get started. We've got multiple challenges here. One of them is to catch 8 different fish on dough baits and porages, so that's what we're going to start on first. There's also some new fish in the game, guys. Very exciting. One of the fish that we can catch here is an albino grass carp. There has been one caught, not in the USA region, which I'm at, so maybe we'll be the first to catch one of those today. So, real quickly, let's go over where we're at. I'm over here. This one is, so we're going to do pea porridge, honey dough, and cornmeal porridge to start with. Again, just throw out a few porridges to see what we can do. I'm going to do clip, I don't know, 16 here maybe. I've screwed around here till it's almost dark, so I've kind of messed myself up, I think, but pretty excited trying to see a lot of the updates. I do have a carp ground bait and a black carp ground bait on each of these, so we'll take a look at the let's start off with the normal task here. We have not got anything completed. So if we go down to Bear Lake, we're looking at Bear Lake. Eight different species on Bear Lake using baits from the porridge and dough category on the bottom. That's what we're kind of starting with. Also a tench or a golden tench, at least 1.2 on Bear Lake or Old Bird, but we'll try to get that one while we're here, obviously. We need a golden tench, so a golden tench over 1.2 would hit both of these. And that's it for the basic stuff. Also, at least one fish weighing 5 kg on a medium picker rod. So we're not at any of those lakes, so that's not going to work. All right, so let's go to the extra challenges. Well, first of all, so you can win some chocolates, some beer, anniversary box of wine, some honey mead, another lantern. We just got one for the Christmas challenge. I just put that out. Some line, a reel. So this looks like an ultralight reel, 5.9. 3 days of premium. The telescopic rod, ultralight, a little heavier ultralight, 3.5. I wouldn't mind that. And then some coffee for the extras, some tea, some wine, a handmade lure set, the twin bell set, a waggler set, again a medium spinning rod. It's an ultralight 7.6. That would be better than what I've got. Plus this reel right here looks really cool. It's 18 kg, so that's pretty nice. It's a red beluga tagara, so that's, to me, at 18 kg, that's, you know, worth 6 or 8,000 silver. Okay, we got something on here. We got a couple on. We're just trying to catch anything right now. Obviously, a golden tench over 1-2 would be nice. So this counted as 2 different fish. So this counted as the 8 different species. And this also says catch 14 species on Bear Lake using bottom tackle. So there's 14 we got to catch. So we got 2 tasks right there, right off the rip. Also, here's all the awards that we got. So we're over 30 trophies. We do got 1 rare trophy, and then we got 3 rare trophies. So you'll start getting these figurines as well. I don't know if that came with any silver. Doesn't look like it. Don't want to get greedy here. I don't even have any of the awards in my house. I need to probably do that. Got something a little bigger here. Another common, so that's not really helping us. So guys, super excited about the challenges. I hope you guys are too. If hopefully not getting stuck. I didn't see how much time we had. We got 60 days, which is awesome. So, because obviously I want all the free stuff. So keep on the lookout. I'm not going to necessarily do them in order, but keep on the lookout. We will try to work on them. I do know when I did the Christmas ones, you do spend a lot of money. In my case, I felt like I spent a lot of silver trying to actually get those tasks done. So I also want to make sure that I'm making a little cash while I'm doing it, because I'm not trying to burn through my cash. I'm trying to save cash for a big ocean reel. And since a big ocean reel is not one of the things I can win, you know. So, yeah, we'll see. We'll mix it up on these baits. If we look at what records and ratings, USA, Bear Lake, you know, we're still on here for the albino barbel. No one has caught any of the albino grass carps yet here in our region, but if you look at all regions, someone has caught one on algae. So we may need to try that. Golden tench. Again, none of these are dough baits. We're going to need, we don't have to use a dough bait to catch them, so we can try to, this looks like pop up and corn. And then just raspberry flavored purple. So we'll see. We'll try some different stuff. Let's just go ahead and try to knock out a few right now. Looks like we got something here. Looks like right now we're just catching some commons, so. Probably should have switched that up. Alright, that counted for 2 tasks. It's going to be the same thing, probably the 8 and the 14, okay. switch up this. Let's switch off this cornmeal porridge and let's put something else out there. I do got just a few bits on there. So we don't have, let's just put a cottage cheese dough on. Let's just start running through, or since it's nighttime, let's do a garlic dough. Maybe we can catch us a bream. Alright, there's a grassy. That's going to count for the same too. It's okay. Once we get through the dough baits, we can start using different baits. Plus, if we catch a grass, maybe that'll let us catch an albino. We'll switch those up here in a minute again as well. Guys, make sure you hit that like button, leave a comment, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell. You'll see all the anniversary tasks coming up as we put them out. Again, you guys are going to start seeing these videos about a week later. But let me know if there's ones you're stuck on. I may try to skip ahead to that just to try to see if we can get them knocked out. So I did expect a little slower bite rate overnight. Now, also the fish have been reset. So when you look at the update, I don't think you guys can see it if I go to my Steam page. Probably. No, I don't think so. I think it's going to show you game capture. So the patch notes, guys. I was talking about the anniversary challenges. There's new fish species. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 different species. There's collectible cards that's been added. If you get a collection, if you get a full collection, you'll receive a statue and an additional skill point. You can also you can change your in-game name once for free. Unfortunately, I already spent my 5 gold to do that. You can now do tournaments if you're level 40 or over with gold currency. New types of baits have been added. There's veritable worms. I haven't seen those yet. Increased price for at the fish market for sleepers, Chinese sleepers, gudgeons, common minnows, lake minnows, 3-spine sticklebacks, and southern sticklebacks, and 9-spine sticklebacks. Memorable awards for catching trophies. We saw that already online. And then the game world and all water bodies have been reset. Fish can change their habitats and preferences. We got another fish here. I think this was the garlic dough here, right? That we just threw out. Give me a big albino grass carp. Let's go. Just going to let off when he runs like that. Just trying not to lose him here. Can't see what he is yet. Not a trophy, but decent. Should be over 10, I would think. Just a common. $13. Still decent XP. Looking for the Thunder Cookie. Now that it's daytime here, we'll switch some of these over if we can't, we don't get something soon. What do we got on here? Let's go ahead and change this one out. Alright, what do we got here? We've already did cornmeal. I think we got cottage cheese out there. Let's go ahead and throw some egg dough out there. Maybe we don't have cottage. Let's hit with cottage cheese. I don't think we have that out there yet. Thought we had a fish on this one. Oh, it's the other one. honey dough, which I was. So let's do egg dough on this one. So we need something besides a grass carp or a common here. That's another common, looks like. On marker. Maybe that's because we got the feed mix on. Alright, let's do some oatmeal porridge. We've done all these. We've done pea porridge. I don't know. Oh, this is in the dough family. So we got these two. We got the porridge. And so all we got left really is the... oh, this is porridge or dough considered. So we can do all three of these. We're going to do oatmeal porridge right now. Might be a better spot as well. Let's see how it goes, man. Oh, we just threw this one out, right? What was this one? This was oatmeal. We can also try a different spot. We don't have to sit here. This oatmeal porridge bites very slow, whatever it is. It's not sure if it wants it or not. Not sure. Again, it might just be super small. Well, it doesn't look like it's got it yet. So. Still acts like it's trying to decide. We'll try to get that one there, and then we'll go ahead and move. And I do got big leaders on there in case we get bigger fish. I mean, is he on there? No, we're not waiting. Can't figure out what you want there, boss man. We're going to go ahead and move. Let's go ahead and move over to the other spot here that I like. I want to pick this up, right? Yeah, okay. Oh, got all kinds of stuff over here. Completely forgot I had the chair out. Okay. Is there any benefits to using the chair? Is there a bonus? I don't know. I've never fished some of these spots. Go over here to the spot this is probably my number one or it's in the top 3. Let's go ahead and check. What do we got on this one? Let's just leave all 3 on since we're at a kind of a different spot here. Let's put a crucian gibble mix on this one. See if we can get a crucian and a gibble. That'll give us something a little different. This was the I should be trying to get some gold baits too. Again, right now we're just looking for different stuff, just different species. Counts for 2. The same 2 we've been working on here. I'm trying to get this one done first, which is the 8. Then we can switch baits. We need a gibbly as well. We got the gibbly. We need the crucian now. another gibble, so let's switch this one over. Got a couple gibbles in a row here. Let's try some pearl barley. I think there's something on this other rod here. Looks like it's over here quite a bit. Yep, something very small, but we're looking for a crucian here, not a gibble. Or golden tench over 1.2. That'll take out 2 important tests. That's going to probably be a hard one, I would imagine. I guess we'll find out in the end. But that'll probably be a late one, I would imagine. That'd be one we're going to be chasing. So, nothing crazy here. A couple decent commons off the rip there. On garlic dough was the biggest. The next one was cornmeal. So let's give it a few minutes here. We'll move again. We'll move again. We're only a little over halfway through here, the hour, so you got 60 days, guys, but my advice is don't wait too long because you can get burned. You can get stuck on them. I got stuck on the barbel last time, and it took what seemed like forever, and I used a bunch of my Schaefer's, and I still don't have the Schaefer's back that I had before before I started the challenge. And just it's tough. Looks like we got something here. We're probably going to go ahead and move. Civil, same thing. Nothing here. That will happen with this spot, guys. If you've got a bigger setup, you're fine. If you got a smaller setup, you can always relog to save your stuff. If you don't want to relog, you can always break your line or cut your line. We're going to run down here and try this, what really used to be the barbel spot. But I think I've caught tench down here before as well. Right between these two weeds here. I want to say the clips should be a little less. Maybe we're going too far here. Maybe make it a 12. I don't know. I can't remember. We'll just change that one and we'll leave the rest. Again, the best thing we could catch would be a 1.2 golden tench. That would take out a couple tasks. Actually, it would add for like count for like 4 tasks if we caught it on a porridge bait. Any golden tench will complete one of the tasks. Then we just need a regular tench. So. We're still needing crucian. Little common barbel will count again for 2 tasks. This is the one I'm more concerned with, guys, because this is once we do this, we can use any baits we want. I'm going to go ahead and leave this one the same. We're going to switch out this middle one if it doesn't get a bite soon. That was the longer clip as well, which was I think 16. Pearl barley. Okay, so this is going to count. Doesn't have to be a marker. It's still going to count for 2 tasks. The same 2, right? Now this one's 14 on bottom tackle, which is pretty much everything in the lake probably. I'm going to go ahead and keep this on there so we can get something a little different. What was this? This was egg dough, so let's go ahead and oh, we got a fish anyway, so maybe it's something we need. There we go. All right. That's why I like that. One more different fish on an egg dough, then we can use whatever bait we want. Whatever, any other, one more on dough or porridge. We can do anything we want. So let's try a sweet dough. We still haven't used semolina yet. So now this one's a shorter clip than the other 2, but that's okay. We'll keep it fresh. there, or are you just biting? Trying to figure out if you want to bite, or are you biting? Might be on there because it looks like it is moving around here. We can check. It's on there. It's something small, but that's okay. We don't care about size for this. Alright, so we got that task completed. So we got this one done. Now, it would have been nice if this was a Golden Tench 1.2. But again, we got this one. So, now what we can do is, let's look at our task here. So if we look at our normal tasks, we're still needing 14. Oh, I'm sorry, we're on extra. We got this one done. Okay. Now we still need the Golden Tench either here as a Tench or a Golden Tench 1.2. The one we caught was not 1.2. That can be here or Oldberg. We also need a Golden Tench on Mosquito or Bear. So let's go ahead and see. Let's throw this back out real quick. We still need 14 species on the bottom, but I want to switch up the baits we're using here. So there, again, that's going to count towards the 14. Which is nice. Let's see what we need. Let's go ahead and go for a Golden Tench, right? Let's see if we can do it. It doesn't hurt to go for it. So, I like to look at USA region just because that's the region I'm in. So, raspberry flavor purple. So, let's try it. So we're going to change up here. What is that for the? Which one's the corn? Not this one, right? Classic pop-up. And again, we don't need. We're going to go ahead and keep everything big, but we want the corn, right? Raspberry. Was it? Okay, so it wasn't raspberry. I completely forgot already. I think it was salmon purple or something. Lord, please give me strength. Alright. Raspberry flavor purple, so I was right. Again, I hate it when I'm right and then I think I'm wrong and all that. Okay. So raspberry flavor purple, we got that. We only got 19, but that's okay. And we're going to just use raspberry cream. Now, I have a raspberry PVA, but we're going to try that at first. But if that doesn't get a bite, we're going to go, if whatever, we may take that off. Okay. Now, I did see someone catch a they caught a black carp on algae, or the albino carp. So we're going to throw out a bunch of algae right now just to try to catch one of those albino carps. And again, oh gosh, this isn't the right rod for that. Damaging my rod. I don't want to do that. I should have put that on this rod. Alright, so let's switch this out here. What we're going to do, if we take this off, that's all we need to do. Okay. We're going to change this back to 16. The other one's here. Okay. Now, we just need stuff on the bottom. So we need to catch anything at all that we don't have, right? Obviously, we don't have either one of these. So we can use a Schaefer. We already got a common barbel. Crucians, they're catching them on Cocos and Cream. So Cocos and Cream and cream flavored white. Let's see what we got with that. That's a pop-up and a corn, which I think is this. So it's this setup here. So it's a Cocos and Cream 12, I think is what it was, which is the smaller one. And then the Cocoa and Cream white, we got one piece. That's not going to help us. Unless we get it on the first catch. And then I'm just going to do cream. And this is probably only going to be one fish, and then we're going to have to put something else on there. But see how it goes, see if we can get anything here. So we got that one done. That's the one we checked off today. And then on the extra tasks, we got 9 out of 14 here. We already got one on this. Be a golden tench over 1.2, please. No, okay. That was Cocos and Cream, and I don't think we got any, don't have any cream. Natural, we can try natural flavor white. We do got something on algae here. Decent gibble. We probably could have put a tench mix on this one. Oh no, we can't. Not bad. But we are going to go ahead and take this off. I feel like sometimes this will hurt you, depending on the fish. Let's try to. We got about 10 or 12 minutes here, guys, before we hit the hour. Again, it's not about money per hour with these challenges. I mean, you can make it about that. I just don't want to lose money, but I've already fished here. I fished here the night before the update, so I'm already paid for my little trip here. The trip here is very inexpensive. It's 14 silver, so I've already got that back. I'm trying to save up like 75,000, so it's a struggle because I want to spend it. I want to spend it now. I need nice stuff, but I want to try to get a nice reel so I can catch some big fish at the sea. You know, I want to be able to catch fish worth 1,000 at a time. We may want to go ahead and put a Schaefer out on one of these as well. we may switch up this middle pole and try to get, there was a lot of, looks like a lot of fish on Schaefer's. That's a rhino. That's banana, cocos and cream. And that's the 16. That's the 22. That's, I don't have, that's a big one. I'll try vanilla cream. I do have a PVA, maybe. No, not for cream. Let's put a Schaefer on this one. We haven't caught any white bream yet. We could use one. Alright, we're going to fish till about dark here, guys, and then we're going to call it. We'll go ahead and try to finish out the day here so we can try to get something in the evening. Schaefer, Schaefer, no whammies, no whammies, big bucks. Okay. I don't know if they just changed the name of that or if that's a new one. Because that's not what the name was before, and I don't remember reading that. It's just a red worm, but they changed the name. Okay. Okay. You go, guys. Appreciate the updates and the changes. I like a game that's still doing stuff. You know, I really enjoyed the Christmas challenges. Not really. They sucked, but I enjoyed trying to get them. I enjoyed it when I got them done. But it's a little grindy, but again, that's the part that I like about the game. You know, it's nice to get, early on, it's nice to get 5, 6, 8 tasks done at once. But one task done is different. So 3 different species of fish weighing 500 grams on Mosquito. Seven different species of fish using wet bread on Mosquito or winding. So we'll probably go to Mosquito next and just use bread for a minute to try to get some of those knocked out. And then this starts out at on Malaya. This is 5 kg. Mosquito, if we did get something 5 kg, that would count. Catch 12 species using a telescopic rod and a line no more than 2 kg. So, and that's 12 species. So we'll have to move around a little bit for that. So catch 8 species, at least 2 kg with light or ultralight spinning or casting rod with a strength of no more than 5 kg. Catch a pumpkin seed. Catch a trophy on any of these places. So that's any trophy. So like you can catch a trophy rough, for example, and that counts on mosquito. Catch 10 species at night. So there's some very specific ones. This is another one that we're working on here. We just need, this just needs to be bottom fishing, but we need different species, so we still gotta, at night maybe we could get different stuff, but right now I was actually trying to just get a golden tench or maybe an albino grass carp. But we didn't get anything on the algae, so we'll button it up here in a little bit. Again, it's not going to be about the money with these challenges. There's no cafe here either, so we can just go straight to Oldberg and sell. I was hoping to snipe something different here at the end. Alright, this is the Schaefer. That's what we normally catch on them. But you can catch a lot of different stuff on them. Happy hour's probably about over. Oh no, we fished through the whole night, didn't we? We did. Oh no, we started right at night. Duh, I forgot. We started because I was like, yeah, I screwed around talking until it was nighttime. So happy hour is going to be over here in like a half hour in game. I can't remember what this was. Oh, this is the salmon flavor purple. As long as this is something different, we're good. Doesn't appear to be. Because we really want this to be a tench. That's raspberry flavor purple, sorry. I keep saying salmon flavor purple. Get another bite on the barbel there, but it seems to have stopped. Oh, there we go. So, another thing we can do, again, if you look here, this is the best way to see, hey, what's here, right? There's burbot here, so the Schaefers work for those. There's frogs. There's perch. There's rough, so we can just throw out a worm. We can change this up. Do we have another? I already got all these disassembled, right? So let's use this little one here. It's got a 9 kg. Let's drop this down to like a 15. Just put a worm on it. I'm not even going to, just going to flip it out of here. And what was this? This is the whole setup here that we... So again, we can do the same thing here. We can just drop it down. Smaller leader, drop down the hook size and just do a worm, maybe even a red worm, because we still need a white bream as well. And just give it a few minutes here. We're in an hour and 4 minutes. What we'll do is we'll run over, sell what we got. Again, not about the money. It's as long you don't want to lose money per se, but it's not about making money when you're working on these challenges. Hopefully you still make money, but again, it depends on how you look at it. You should always be trying to make money in this game. So 100 silver basically. Nothing crazy. If this would have been 1.2, that would have counted for at least another challenge, maybe 2, and then if it would have been a golden tench, it would have counted for like 3 challenges. Guys, don't forget to hit that like button. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Leave a comment. I appreciate you. We'll see if we got anything. If not, we're going to go ahead and call it a day here. And then check out tomorrow's video for Old Berg Lake. We are getting some action here. I can't remember what this was. Well, this is the worm, so hopefully this is something different. There's a chub. Right, this is part of the, we're trying to get the 14. We're going to be back here anyway, trying to get the daggone we're going to be back here trying to get the golden tench. That may be a challenge. I do have a trophy here. So if you go to your trophies, guys, so I do have a trophy here on diced cheese. So now that we've got all the porridge stuff done, we can throw out some diced cheese. It was over at my number 2 spot where I caught them. Now this was getting a bite, but there's no fish. So we can just drop that back down. I'm not even going to reel, I'm just going to leave the line slack. Let's give it a couple minutes here. I don't want to catch something off camera, but we got another one on the red worms here. So it seems to be a pretty fast bite rate, as long as it's not the exact same thing. So that's a tench. Not what we need, not a golden tench, not big enough, but I was trying to get some roughy roughs. It's okay to go to Loop Rig because we're going to be going to Oldberg here next. Not Oldberg, but Mosquito, and use a bunch of bread. Gotta catch a bunch of fish on bread. Let's go use this one. Again, it wouldn't hurt to get it. We still need a white bream, a rough. There's a few we can get here. Looks like they're going to have another, they're going to have a hot fix here. We're going to have another server restart, so they must be having some bugs with the, with some of the updates. I don't know where a good rough spot is either. This might just be something super small, or maybe not. There we go, it's a crucian. So we need 3 different fish. We still haven't caught a white bream. We still haven't caught a rough. Oh, we don't want these, do we? We haven't caught a golden tench, right? So we haven't caught a black carp. We haven't caught a burbot. We haven't caught a sleeper. We haven't caught a golden tench. We haven't caught a. I think we might have. I don't know if we got both of those. We haven't caught a perch. So we got some options here to get our rest of our fish. I'm going to increase the hook size on this one. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to add, I don't have it. Let's see if I can make it without buying anything. I don't think I can buy anything here anyway, right? So let's see if we can craft. It's easy for me to say while I'm choking to death. Let's make a tench mix. We need 1 over 1.2, and we're catching them on this. So we're going to do a tench mix. We're going to up the hook size to like a medium 6. Let's use a happy hooker here. Another chub. Yeah, I've need to go ahead and get off of here, but I've been fired up about the new task and stuff. So let's see what we got here. We're looking for something different here. We're getting chubs now. we'll have to come back to catch the golden tench anyway. But I was hoping we could. I feel like that's going to be the biggest challenge. I feel like that would be the hard one to knock out. This is probably not a good rough spot or a white bream spot, so you probably have to figure out where that is. So, guys, I do appreciate you. Until next time, have fun fishing. I am out of here. See you soon.